this drill here is going to be for practicing your step vaults. We're going to just be using the ground, so you won't need any obstacles. So if you're stuck inside of your apartment, this will be perfect for you. So we're going to start pretty simple, and then we're going to work up through some different levels of difficulty. So level 1 is going to be really simple. We're going to start in a push-up or a somewhat push-up position. Your knees may be bent a little bit, so you're not in a full plank. You can do it like that. I'm going to start with my legs a little bit apart and a little bit separate. And all we're going to do is we're going to pivot into our step vault position. So that's going to involve picking up one hand, picking up the opposite foot, and threading it through. When I'm here, my hand is flat, my foot is flat. I could practice staying up on the ball of my foot if I want to make this version a little bit more challenging. I'm going to rotate back to center. I'm going to go the other way. All the way out. I can try to extend as much as I want and pull it back in. So you can focus on extension, or you could focus on speed. I'm kind of going for a smooth pace right now. You could make this a little bit more dynamic. So this exercise going 10 times to each side, probably get your heart rate up a little bit. Moving on to level 2, what I'm going to do now is once again start in my push-up or my plank position, and instead of pivoting in place, I'm going to imagine that my hands are on an obstacle of some kind, maybe a railing or a thin wall. And so what I'm going to do now from my push-up position is I want to get my foot up into the same line as one of my hands. So I'm going to go right hand first. I'm going to load up my hips a little bit by pressing back, loading up my legs so I can hop them forward and come into my step vault. I'm not in a perfect step vault. My foot and hand are a bit close together here. From this position, I'm going to thread my leg back and return to my push-up position. Right here. So on my first one, I was a little bit close. So on my second one, I'm going to try to get my foot a little bit further out. I'm trying to have a smooth transition where as I hop my foot up, I'm picking this hand up to let my leg thread through, come back to push up. Go to my other side as well, loading up my legs, stepping through, stepping back. So if you've got this one down, we can make this a little bit harder, and we can actually go between each side of our step vault without returning to push up in the middle. It's going to be a much more dynamic movement, and it's going to involve really swinging your leg around to get your hips to come all the way around to the other side. So it should look like this. You can start in your push up at the beginning. You're going to do the normal hop up you did to your step vault position. And now as I come back, this leg is not going to go back to push up. It's going to go all the way around and get to the other side of my hand, so I can switch to that side. I'm going to go all the way back. So as I'm doing this one, as I'm threading the leg back, my hips are going to come a little bit higher, and I'm putting more force and more weight onto my posted arm here. I'm still trying to get my foot in line with my hand. I'm a little bit behind right now. This one's a little bit better. That's 3 ways you can work on your step vault without any obstacles. You can hear I'm out of breath already just from demonstrating, so give it a try.